Greetings, greetings, greetings. This is Luminous Sister. First of all, I want to say welcome to all my new followers to my page. I've been going under reconstruction, but I really want to connect with you guys individually and kind of sense, you guys' needs so I can move accordingly by priority issues. For those of you that don't know who I am already, I am a Reiki practitioner. I also am clairvoyant. I also am learning more about my medium abilities. I produce my own products, natural care. I started this business last summer, and I am very passionate about serving others and helping educate them on the knowledge I gain throughout experience. But lighting this off, I think I'm gonna start going live a little more often just to give you guys a sense of who I am and what to expect by following my page. I'm so excited because I've been working in silence, on so many amazing things. And FYI, reserve the date for May 18th. I'm throwing my first event, and it's going to be it's a workshop. And I am really hoping that you guys are going to show up and support and just come get this knowledge and gain this wisdom because we have been taught wrong. I've been learning so much, and I'm just like, oh my God, I got to tell my people they gave us the wrong blueprint. So, my nosy ass. And yes, I am a spiritual advisor, but it won't be like you're going to the principal office dealing with me. It's going to be more like ISS because it's fun. And I just want you guys to come raw and authentically. If you guys cuss or whatever the case may be, like come as you are, like how church say. But I want you to come as you are for real and relax those butt cheeks. Like just be yourself because I can't help you with a lie, right? Anyways, I'm throwing Learn Thyself, Know Thyself, Love Thyself workshop. I will be collaborating with a couple other entrepreneurs that are into the natural care and spreading knowledge and raising awareness of thyself. Because a lot of we don't know a lot. We weren't taught a lot. So but the info is out there, and I've really been researching and into some of everything, not only to heal myself but to help assist and aid in others learning to heal themselves as well. So we will have 2 massage tables there, and I will have myself as a Reiki practitioner, and I haven't got the confirmation from my friend Katie yet, but she's a dope ass Reiki healer as well. And if anybody else that is in the same kind of vibe is interested in being part of it, just DM me because there is power in numbers, and I really just want our community to like help each other. Iron sharpens iron. And if I don't know something, then I'll help you figure it out. I'm not going to pretend to know. I'm still on my journey. I'm still progressing and learning as I go. And then the knowledge I gain, once I realize like, oh my gosh, this could help so many people, then I share it in hopes that it will assist you on your journey. And I'm always here for questioning and everything. I've been revamping, but I've been making sure to stay engaged and still share wisdom and uplifting. I'm still learning, but I am in fact making some noise. I have like over 300 followers on this page. So thank you guys for the love and support and all the shares. I really, really appreciate it. I really was nervous, even taking a risk to start. I'm also growing my practice as a Reiki practitioner. And just gaining knowledge on all parts, breaking that shit down to salt so I can get to the root, right? And then help you guys get to the root of y'all stuff because nothing changes if nothing changes. And if you're not aware that something is there, then you can't tend to it, right? So it's and educational purposes too, I don't just push out product and healing. I teach what I learned along the way, and because I want you to be able to maintain your own balance. I don't want you dependent on me. The goal is to depend on yourself, you know what I'm saying, and trust yourself and be educated enough, like, I got this shit, you know what I'm saying? And so that's my whole approach, to lead by example. Um, at the event, I will be having a speaker there, sharing knowledge on just like the womb space. You know, a lot of times women just like, you know, I like having sex, but I don't want to have a baby. And so they jeopardize and put their body at risk, um, taking in birth control that is really poisonous to, you know what I'm saying, to our bodies. Got all these chemicals and stuff in there, you know. So you might get rid of one issue as far as not getting pregnant, but then you gain all kind of health issues, you know. And so she's basically there to just break that down to you as far as what birth control really does to the body, what the healthier methods are in regards to protecting yourself, and you know, she just shares the knowledge. So she's going to come speak. I'm also going to be teaching about auras, which is huge. Okay, that is a very important part of life. You know, a lot of people are becoming more and more empathic. They just don't realize it. I've been an empath all my life, but I just didn't know until all my gifts hit, you know. But if you catch yourself taking on the mood of others, like if you're a fine 1 minute, then you go somewhere and they have an attitude over there. Next thing you know, you leave and you have attitude. You don't even know what the hell you have attitude for. It's because you are receiving the energy of others. And so if you are educated about your auras, which they go out about 15 feet. I'm gonna give example and demonstrations, like probably on a near, you know what, I might be able to call my husband in on the video in a minute and use him as an example. It goes out about 15 feet. So picture yourself in a bubble that goes out 15 feet. Okay. Now, a lot of people are walking around with their aura field wide open. Now, the problem with that is my kids are in the background. So, yeah, I still be on my mommy stuff. Mommy. Anyways, the problem with that is if you go to a grocery store, you don't want to be wide open. Cuddy, do you believe in indigo children? Yes, I am one. I am an indigo child. I got the confirmation from them angels, which ironically, I wrote myself this at the beginning of the journey a year ago. I don't know. I guess I was hard-headed. I still don't listen to myself sometimes, but that's okay. As long as I'm clocking it and I have the awareness of, then I can correct it and I can adjust, you know, to better myself. So that's another thing. Stop pretending that everything is okay when it ain't, because your loved ones around you, if you're pretending that things are okay, they're going to treat you like things are okay. And then you're going to feel like you're alone because you ain't got nobody to talk to, but you shouldn't be pretending, you know, living your truth. If you need help, say it. Closed mouths don't get fed. And if you're not okay, say it so that your loved ones could love you through. You know, a lot of people want to sit up here and pretend. I'll be watching stuff about it on YouTube. I think it's real. It is real. I swear. I'm living it. Okay. Dimensional stuff. I'm still learning, like, knowledge on what I'm actually experiencing. I have so many, you know, and I'm looking forward to sharing. I share them on my YouTube channel. That's why I keep trying to, I'm trying to lead by example. I'm taking a lead by example approach. So when I'm having a hard time, I share that too, because shit ain't always peaches and cream, right? So don't pretend it is, okay? Sometimes there is turbulence, and I'm okay with that. And my approach is I'm going to share my turbulence as well, just because I need you guys to see how I am beasting through this shit. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Luminous Staria Twinkled Soul. Okay. And I share pieces of my journey from, I made the channel last December or something like that, in hopes to find somebody like me, because I just didn't know what I was living, you know, when I didn't have the awareness of. And so, and I made it in the hopes to find somebody like me and to share the knowledge that I'm gaining, from the spiritual realm, from my experiences, because I know it can help so many people. Like, it can help bring clarity to so many people in their situations, you know, and I need you guys to see how I'm beasting up out of these storms so that you don't feel discouraged when shit is getting rough. You know, if it's getting rough, I recommend you journal, you know, and ask your guides and angels for guidance, because they're right there, whether you can see them or not. And I know some people don't believe in that, but I'm clairvoyant and I see a lot of the unseen. And not only that, I get my guidance and my knowledge and my wisdom from like angels and my guides and stuff like that. And it's like, I never read up on some of the stuff, but I already know it. And then a lot of it I remember, because our soul is our oracle. So if you guys have any questions, I'm really intuitive, hella empathic, you know, and I will assist you in any way I can. And if I can't, then I will point you to where the fucking help is, right? Because we all we got. You know, we are one. We're supposed to be helping each other along, not competing, not comparing, combining. Okay, and then just sharpening each other along the way to advance our souls. So a lot of you have experienced my Reiki healing. I haven't asked in a while, but if you have, and a lot of you I never even met before, I just came across you in other spiritual groups, like, oh my God, I feel your heart. Can I send you some healing and remove some of those blockages to lighten your chest? You know, because I really do love you like I love myself. And when I feel you guys' hearts and you guys' burdens and I can see them, your heart becomes our heart, you know? I say, I saw you before my eyes ever did, you know? I saw you. You know, a lot of you guys smile, have the most beautiful, biggest smiles, and are carrying the most deepest, darkest pains. And nobody knows. Either you know, just don't feel comfortable going there, talking about it, or maybe it's like shameful, or maybe you're just wearing a mask because you're trying to present that everything is okay. Well, I can't help you with a lie, and I know when I'm being lied to anyway, so you better off just coming at me as you are, and we're gonna help you figure that shit out, right? Because I really do love you like I love me, and I reflect what I expect, and be who I needed. When I was at your stage, I always think like, what could have helped me, you know, when I was living in there, and then I just share it in hopes that it will help somebody else. Also, so with that being said, I'm a Reiki 2 level practitioner. Got one more class to take before I'm considered a Reiki master, but I'm already a Reiki master, like in my mind and spirit, because I'm just really devoted and dedicated to healing myself, which is going to give me the recipe to a lot of the things that you guys carry, because we are each other's mirror, you know? So if I gain the recipe through healing myself on a certain thing, then I'm going to share that knowledge with you. Like, this is what you do to get out of that rut, you know, because I really do just want us all to win. There's enough room for us all to win, you know, and share. I don't mind sharing. I'll share all that I learned. I learned so much, and I learned from everything. And I just know that it will really help people to not live in their feelings. Let me close the door because Zuri, babe, please keep her down some. This is so me too. I know I've been clocking your energy, just waiting on you to reach out. I know that I know you from back in the day. I just don't know from where, because back in my angrier days before my growth, I was so angry. I went to a lot of schools, you know, but thank God for change and growth, right? And you're hella empath, and you hella take on other people's emotions, and you hella should start journaling if you're not already, okay? So that you can clock yourself and your behavior patterns, and really see who you are, because your info on yourself is like kind of outdated. And you have thoughts of many. Your thoughts are like hella cluttered, okay? It's just like, empty your storage, okay? Because you're trying to apply old shit to your newer self, and that shit don't apply here. It's not gonna serve you none. So you got a lot to release, and I will have a one-on-one conversation with you, Jasmine, or you can DM me, and I'll just talk to you a little bit more about it. And that goes for anybody. Just DM me, and I will like help you to the best of my ability, or point you to someone that I know can. And so with the Reiki, it is spiritual healing through energy, not just spiritual, it's healing through energy, right? And my clairvoyancy allows me to see energy flow from everything. I see it flow from cardboard boxes. I used to, at one point in time, only think that it only flowed from like living things, but no, everything is energy, like literally, okay? And with that being said, I ended up sending energy before I knew what it was called. And then I later find out it was called Reiki, which I once thought was a tea. This just goes to show you, like a year and a half ago, I didn't know anything about anything, but I've been focused and dedicated to learning, because I am serious about healing myself and helping myself and helping my people, you know, and I don't expect anything in return. You know, I love your support. If you want to share experiences, if I've worked on you or did like intuitive readings on you or anything along those lines, please leave a review. And those of you that are not camera shy, I had a new idea. I would love it if you can like do a video testimony, because I'm going to put it together in a clip on my YouTube channel, just so people can see, because sometimes it helps to hear one's tone in their story as opposed to reading it. You're going to read, when you read things, sometimes you receive it however you're feeling at that time. So if you're able, good. Yeah, journal, clock yourself, journal. And I recommend that for everybody, Journal, journal, journal. Especially the times that you feel the most uncomfortable or stressed, journal so that you can see it's never as bad as you think it is. When we're living in it, we can't see no way out, and then all of a sudden a week later, it's like, oh my god, I can't believe I was tripping. Because we just really like be living in our feelings. No, fuck that. Process the emotions, transfer it to the logic so that you can gain the clarity and the answers that you need, and then push forward. Don't direct your energy on the actual problem. Direct it on the figuring out a solution to your problems. And that's hashtag message. If I was typing it, I'd be like hashtag message. Oh, and if you're not already on Instagram, please go follow my business page on there too. It's at luminous.staria. Okay. Yes. I'm learning how to market and like be my own commercial, my own cheerleader, and like get myself out there. So I'm really excited. I got a whole bunch of exciting things coming up in regards to my business. I do offer distant Reiki. Originally, I was just doing Reiki for donations because I know that everybody can't always afford things that they truly need and can benefit from. And I will work with whoever because, whether one has it or not, like I love you enough to like just help lighten you some, so that you're not drowning in emotions and whatnot. I really do give a fuck in that manner, okay? But Distant Reiki, I was having a sale going on last month for $12.21 a session, for a 30-minute session. But now the price, and I had physical Reiki for $21.12 a session, and I make house calls. I got the little portable massage table that my friend Victoria, who Reiki's pet animals, it's called Auntie Victoria's Pet Care. So check her out, look her up. If you have animals, I know a lot of people have fur babies, and she is very in tune with animals. She is just a dope soul and just hella loving. So check her out if your animals need like some health care, they be needing it too, and they can't speak up for themselves. A lot of times the owner can't understand them, but she can't. Okay, it's like she speaks dog and cat and whatever other animal. I don't know. She's just really dope, and check her out if you need it. I know a whole bunch of other healers. I went to Reiki Circle last night, and what we do is just heal each other, send healing to each other. And the Reiki master that's been leading the past few Reiki circles, her name is Rebecca. She is pure magic, okay? She is pure magic. I will tag her name to this post and stuff like that. And it's over at Maha Methods. They offer so many different, what's the word I'm looking for? Services. So many different services to help balance and teach you. I'm actually attending a heart math class tonight. See how I'm breaking it down to salt, because I'm really getting to the root of things and figuring out how we operate, why we operate that way, tracking triggers. A lot of times you feel something, we just react and we just fuck shit up and make it worse. No. Next time you catch yourself getting tension or upset about something, tell yourself, pause, why the fuck am I mad? And really think about it, okay, in its entirety, and be completely honest with yourself, okay, because the only way to like really progress and gain the magic of the universe and just knowledge of self and gifts hidden within self is to authentically grow. You can't fake that shit, because that shit's gonna come back eventually. So, and I will help you. I will love you through, okay? Here for you. I love your heart. I will be hugging your heart with mine. So if you are interested in having a Reiki session, I do make house calls. I also do sessions at Even More Womb Wellness. I'm just getting back in my groove. Sometimes healers need healing too. So I really had to take a break, but I still wanted to uplift you guys. I had to take a break and heal myself. I was dealing with a lot of traumas and losses and transitioning, and I made it through, and now I am ready to shine. I couldn't figure out the word that I was looking for, but I'm just hella excited for everything that I have been working on behind the scenes, and it's like I'm right there. And I thank everybody that's been supporting me thus far. Also, I have bath salts. I Reiki my bath salts. I make bath salt blends. I use a mixture of healing herbs and essential oils, and then I Reiki it. And me being clairvoyant, I literally am able to see light leave my hand, just like I see the light tracing everybody's frame. Like I see a whole bunch, and so the fact that I can see it leave my hands when I'm sending, those of you that can feel this at impact, I'm going to show you an example. It's letting you know that your empathic abilities are enhancing, and anything that you feel being done to you, it only means you could do it too. You're capable to do it too. And I will teach you how, so that you can just be healing yourself at home on your own, because it's amazing. It's amazing. It's powerful. I don't even need you in front of me to reach you and to heal you. Most of my reviews, if you haven't already checked them out, I had reread them because I read them with my latest mind. I'm like, I'm really reaching. And for a minute, I thought, like, didn't nobody, I don't know. I guess that plays a part in self-doubt, and not 100% believing or being nervous. I ain't gonna say I don't believe in myself because I already saw me in the future. I'm hella successful. I just gotta get there, I'm en route there already, so, but it's just, it's hard. It's hard to put yourself out there like that. Like, look what I'm doing. I've dealt with so much judgment, but I've later learned in my journeys how one feels about you. That has nothing to do with you. Nothing at all. Okay. It's how you feel about you. Okay. And a lot of us don't really know who we are. Months ago, I found myself asking, who am I outside of title? Outside of being a mother, outside of being a wife, outside of being a stylist, outside of being a Reiki practitioner, who am I? If I was butt ass naked, standing there with nothing around, just a blank background, who am I? And at 35, I had not one single answer. And ever since then, I've been seeking ever since. In order to be understood, you must first seek to understand, right? So when I understand myself, it allows me to understand other people, and then being an empath, I'm able to feel the burdens that you carry, putting myself in your shoes, literally, shit, your headaches are my headaches while I'm tapped into your energy. Like if somebody broke your heart in that moment and your heart hurt, it's like our heart hurt. Like, I can't believe they did that to us, and I want to hurry up and relieve you of that pain immediately. So at first I was doing the healing for donation base, but nonetheless, I have to level up, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to make my practice grow. Not trying to, I'm actively, you don't want to say I'm trying. No, I'm actively. You don't want to say I need. No, I already have. I just forgot how to access it, because the words carry vibration, okay? And whatever you believe and think, it is, okay? And then when you speak it, it just adds power to it. So watch your wording. You already have it. You're already abundant. You're magical as fuck. You forgot. You forgot. And I'm here to remind you who the fuck you are. And, just help you find your way through and be who I needed, before I started really learning the deeper layers of me. It's infinite wisdom and learning and everything, and taking accountability. And it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable realizing certain characteristics and traits within yourself. I want to talk a little bit on how blockages feel. Okay. So I have learned through myself, because I only feel comfortable talking about things and sharing knowledge I gained through my own actual experience, not something that I just witnessed. Shit that I lived, shit that I felt, it really impacts me deeply. And I don't care to be a repeat offender, because if you don't learn something the first time around, it's going to circle back even worse, and just keep you in a rut. So learn it the first time so that you don't have to keep going through the same cycle over and over again. That's the tip I have for you guys. But so in regards to blockages, how they appear to me when I close my eyes, they look like thorns, like on a rose bush, but stuck in like balls of light. So you're not familiar. You have 7 main energy points on body, right? And they all affect certain parts of one's character, right? So your experiences feed your emotional knowledge and how you process things and how you think about things, how you receive information and knowledge from everyone else. Okay, so what happens is a lot of times we are not processing our emotions properly or at all, you know? And the problem with that is it gets stored in our chakras and creates blockages. Now, it starts off as it starts off as emotion, right? And though you can't like physically see emotion outside of a person, you know that it's real because you feel it, right? The energy of it. Sadness, a lot of times you guys are sensing and reading energy of your loved ones and you just don't realize it. You're just like, I don't know, something seemed off. That's you reading energy. And I'm gonna teach you how later on. I'm gonna break that shit down, be sharing everything. But anyways, so it starts off as emotional pain, uncomfortableness in the heart. A lot of times it gets stored straight in the heart, and if you don't deal with it and address it and process it, then that means you're burying it, right? So the heart chakra is right here. Then it gets buried. It's working its way down, right, to solar plexus. Let me address it. Solar plexus, which is right beneath the heart. And this is our power source. Okay, this is where we store our power. Okay, and then it'll go from there to the sacral, which is behind the belly button, right? And that's your creativity, your trust in others and self, belief, all of that, right? And then eventually, you don't bury it so deep, it gets stuck in your root. Okay, now your root chakra is located on your tailbone. So in front of your parts and behind your ass, like it's right there in the middle. Okay. And so a lot of times there are blockages there, and it is like a lot of the reason why people be promiscuous. And I learned this through myself, okay, through my own experience. Value me like I should have at one point. I had so much stored in my root, and so what am I doing? Acting out through my root, like, get it? But now I know better. Okay. And speaking of that, I have cord cutting bath salts that I created. I Reiki'd it. It has yoni herbs in there, and it has cord cutting herbs in there. And I also have a little note of intentions to go with it. And it's called Cutting Ties Boy Bye. The name is catchy. But nonetheless, it targets all chakras, but mainly the root, because sex is creating soul ties. Anyways, back on topic. When your emotions are not dealt with and processed, it starts forming into like little tiny air pockets, right? It may cause like gas through burping, farting, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or just like the bubbling up and down. And then it graduates to what? Like a mucus-like, roots from mucus. Okay, and if you are familiar with it, I learned that a couple years ago, but now I learned like the breakdown of it just through Reiki, just through going through Reiki class, going through all these classes to learn about self so I can heal me, and be the best version of me. And then have the recipe so I can share it with everybody else, anybody that is serious in growing in their journey, right? So then it turns to mucus, right? Then next thing you know, you catch yourself getting like all kind of health issues popping up out of nowhere. Why? Because you are holding on to emotions that are not, and traumas that are not serving your highest good. We weren't taught how to process them and release. And then also we weren't taught like what they feel like within our frame. A lot of us, and I was one of the, I was in the same position before I began like really paying attention to myself, my feelings, my emotion, my body, everything, triggers, all of that, and I'm fortunate enough to be able to feel energy flow. I got hella precision my answers with self, and then the journaling also applies to that, as well as the visions I get, and blah, 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 a mixture of everything. And then like congestion in your heart, and you guys are, I can give you a sample if you want on your own, if you focus on your heart real quick. Pulling from your root, which is at the base of your spine. So in nose, you inhale, expanding your chest like a balloon, and then you exhale throughout your mouth, deflating like a balloon. So inhale, it's replenishing you, and every exhale is releasing all that does not serve your highest good. Okay. And when you do that and you take deep breaths like that, just long, slow, deep breaths from the root, pull it in nose, out mouth. Do that 5 times. It signals calm to your brain. So anytime you catch yourself getting worked up, we hold our breath when we get ready to cry. And I still am guilty of this sometimes. Okay, I have to remind myself, like, breathe, bitch, breathe. So it's okay. Nobody's perfect. Just as long as you got the awareness and you catch it, then you can adjust it and correct it. Don't condemn yourself for anything. Just acknowledge, process, gain whatever knowledge there, and then correct it. It's that simple. We drive ourselves crazy over the woulda, shoulda, coulda, and it's not that damn serious. Okay, it's really not. Just adjust, and move the fuck on. Like, damn, shit, oopsie, I made a poopsie, and then move the fuck on, right? And it really is that simple. Once I learned that, I was like, oh my gosh, I've been stressing myself all my life, and I know a lot of you guys are sick of your shit. Your repeat offenders, right? We are forever evolving. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Presentation of your life. Okay, that's fraud shit when you're pretending. Okay, it's fraud shit. Living your truth, speak your truth. And you'll see. Watch how the universe bless you. Watch how you start clocking the guidance and the signs of everything. And then another thing I learned recently is about grounding. Now, the earth is like a huge battery station. And it's like when you put your feet in the earth, on the earth, in the earth's dirt or whatever, you're recharging yourself. You would be the cell phone. The earth will be your charger, and you could do your deep breathing there too. In nose, inhale, replenishing, exhale, releasing all that does not serve your highest good. So when you catch yourself having a hard day, just go out there and put your bare feet in the earth, okay? Fuck who's looking at you, okay? Do you want to be comfortable or not? Okay? And like at first I was like, oh, I don't want to do it. Everybody's looking back. I don't care. I'm healing me. Okay? I am healing me. I am nurturing me. Nurture is nature. In the beginning of time, we had everything that we needed. No chemicals. You want to judge me just by observing me connect with nature. Okay? Natural things. But other people depending on chemicals. That's man-made, so you got to take it back to the basics. That's why I'm using a whole holistic approach, and it really is helping me progress. Get Reiki on. Oh my God, the turnaround is like dope as fuck. I'd be so proud, like a mom that is like, yeah, you did it, and they would have thanked me, and a lot of times you don't give yourself credit, and I see you. I see a lot of people in battles that nobody else knows they're in. I don't have to know you personally. I can feel you the minute that I interact with you. Sometimes I'm just scrolling by, minding my own damn business, and then I'll see a stranger from like all the way across the country, and I'll feel their heart, and I'll just reach out to them, just like, I know I might seem like a weirdo, but I love you. You are really hurting. I'm concerned, and you are not by yourself. And sometimes it's stuff that you already know, but when you hear it from somebody else, it's just like, that confirmation. So sometimes all you need is that confirmation. So if you are interested in learning more, just DM me. We could video chat or, whatever. I'll share whatever. And be on the lookout. I'm going to be creating a flyer for the Learn Thyself, Love Thyself. Know Thyself, Love Thyself. It's in that order. Because once you learn about who you are and how your body works and how you operate, even say, oh, well, like, you don't love you like that, but you expect me to? So it's like, reflect what you expect. Like, love you first, and that's what you're going to draw in. Stop looking to another to complete you or validate you. You need to validate you. You need to love you. You need to relearn you. A lot of you guys' info on yourself is outdated. You're looking at who you were 5 years ago. We're forever evolving. I'm not even the same woman I was yesterday morning, because I'm growing that damn fast and that damn swiftly. Why? Because I'm focused and I desire to. And I got my babies watching me, and I got shit to do, okay? And I'm serving my purpose. I know that I am here to help humanity and other people gain awareness and use myself and lead by example. A lot of you know the old me. You know, I used to be really aggressive, angry, quick to swing, physically assault, you know, and now I keep my hands to myself. I use my words. I understand like all parts of things. You know, a lot of times you take things personal and you think, should have did this, they should have did that. No, because fear sharing, you know, like their struggles, you know, and they're ashamed of their struggles. Struggle brings strength, okay? Struggle teaches you the deeper layers of your own strength. You know, without struggle, you would just be super close and all comfortable, and you wouldn't really dig. You wouldn't really dig.